Oftentimes in the social media world, people are always like, well, should I post this? Should I post that? And people always get to, well, do you get any deals from that post? Or do you get any deals from your Facebook posts? It's typically a generalization of your presence on the platform that allow people to know, like, and trust you, and then they come. So to say that one post got me this or that one ad got me this, obviously ads are a little bit different. But today I have Janelle Arendt from Weston Main Homes, who has absolutely gotten a client directly from doing this one thing on multiple posts that led directly to a client from the initial conversation to close in under 4 weeks, just from using hashtags. And so we're going to dive into her strategy, why she does it, and kind of what she knows about it. So I can't wait to share that with you. What's up, everybody? Coach Kane here with the Realtor Playbook, helping you win every single day at the game of real estate. If you like what you hear, give me a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. And as always, if you want to book a call to strategize how to build your business and how to win in your local hypermarket, I would love to sit down with you and help you build your business that way. If you're interested in partnering with me, the Wolfpack, and Mike Sherrard, and getting all of our social media trainings and everything that we offer, please smash that Calendly link below, and I would be happy to sit down with you and talk about all that we have to offer. So let's dive in. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Realtor Playbook. We have Janelle Arendt on the show today, and I refer to her as the hashtag queen. Janelle recently reached out, and she was just commenting on some of my content, and we started talking, and she was actually receiving like clients directly from using hashtags on social media, Instagram especially, but Facebook too. And so I just kind of wanted to bring that story to you guys. And Janelle is with Weston Main Homes. She's absolutely crushing it. But this one way to get a deal was crazy. And we're always looking for that next deal. And this is something that most of us do. We post on Facebook, we post on Instagram, but there's simple things that you can do to be found. And so Janelle, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Good. Absolutely. No problem. So let's start with the specific story, right? With that deal that's now closed. Congratulations. What happened? Let's just kind of dive in there, and then we'll go into your process and kind of how you arrived at your brilliant find there.
Sure. So I was doing a listing on a home in Castle Rock. That's where also I live. But that's kind of where I'm trying to really concentrate and farm. But I had a listing. I was literally in the middle of the open house, and waiting for listing or buyer's agents to call me about the house. And I get this message on Instagram right during the open house, and it says, "Hey, you don't know us, but we're from out of town, and we were looking to rent, looking at rentals this weekend so far, and we've decided renting is so expensive. We're going to see what we can buy. We've already contacted our lender, and we think we're ready to go. Can you show us some houses this weekend?" And this was a Friday, and I had another open house the following day, and I was like, absolutely. However, I've got to work it in between my open house. So I took him in the morning, that Saturday morning, the very next day. And I also did my full open house, and then I met with him again that evening. And then I took him out again the next morning for several hours, picked him up from their hotel. And basically, we found him a house on Sunday, and we were under contract the very next day. And so they had told me in that Instagram message, they said, "We were in town. We know we want to buy in the Meadows in Castle Rock, which is where I live." And so we just searched Instagram, and we searched hashtag Castle Rock real estate and the other hashtags related to Castle Rock real estate. And they said, "You were all over the place." And so they said, we want to use you. Are you available? And so I jumped on that opportunity. We closed in 3 weeks. It was such a great transaction, and they were the sweetest, nicest clients. They just got engaged. So I just feel like I was a part of that big decision and that transition for them, all because I used my Instagram hashtag. And so, yeah, it was a great success story.
That's awesome. I mean, and talking about when that was, you know, we were at kind of at a little bit more competitive time in our market. And it's just, that's amazing. Pre-approved, everything. And a lot of people sometimes say, like, I talked to a lot of people about getting on video and, you know, doing social media and whatever. And they're like, I don't know if my clients are on Instagram or insert whatever you want, YouTube, Facebook. And maybe some of your clients aren't. I think the SEO and all that stuff, we can get in all that. But I think that no matter what, your clients are on Google, you know, or have some social media usually. And so if you have a presence there, that's great. But so many people are like, well, I don't get anything from it. And it's interesting to me because there's so many little things, literally pre-approved buyer, 3-week close, boom, done. And, you know, a lot of people might confuse what you're saying, like, oh, she had an open house and that's why she had the hashtag. But the most important part of what she said was she was everywhere when they search Castle Rock real estate. Right. And so that's what that hashtag does, is it allows them to search, and then everything that you hashtag, if someone says, you know, Denver real estate or Florida real estate or whatever, it'll come up. And the fact that you're niching it down is great. So why did you start doing it? What are some of, you know, the tips that you have for using that? Because I've had people comment on some of my posts that are like, oh, you used a lot of hashtags, you know, and I have my posts go Facebook and Instagram, and you can talk a little bit about this too, that Facebook hashtags work a little bit differently. But where'd you get the start? Why did you start doing that?
Well, I'm always listening to podcasts and really trying to learn about how to market. You know, that's our job, is to get ourselves out there in front of as many people as we can. I'm already really big on social media. I feel like I've lived on Facebook the last 10 years. And so I was really stuck on my Facebook. But the more I started learning about Instagram, is the new Facebook. I can see there's two worlds out there. There's the Facebook world, which to me I like because it's very conversational. It's very relational. And to me, Instagram always felt more like artsy and like beautiful pictures and all that. I think that's also changing a little bit too. So I just started giving Instagram a try, and I linked Instagram with my Facebook. So I wasn't having to post twice. I just post it once on Instagram. It feeds into Facebook, which to me, I was like, well, I'm already posting on Facebook. I might as well post on Instagram too while I'm at it. So I just started going hard on my posts and then incorporating those hashtags. You can put, I think, up to 30 hashtags. I don't necessarily do that many all the time. I have before, but you know, I try to consolidate it to about 10, 15, sometimes 5 or so. And so I started just using hashtags and learning about them. I still don't know everything. I'm still learning more. But I was learning that they need to be specific. So we used to use hashtags as kind of like a joke, like hashtag bad hair day or whatever, hashtag manic Monday, whatever we were like joking at, it used to be a hashtag. But hashtags have really morphed into like defining who you want your audience to be. So you're basically telling Instagram who you want to push that content out to, and they're doing it for you. So instead of just randomly people finding you, those hashtags direct your post to the audience. And so I use hashtags like, for example, if I was doing that open house in Castle Rock, I was doing hashtag Castle Rock real estate, hashtag the Meadows Castle Rock, hashtag homes to buy in Castle Rock, hashtag what to do in Castle Rock, you know. And then my own personal hashtag is hashtag Janelle Sells CO. So it's a variety. I try to do always add a location in my posts. I try to tag as many people as I can. So my company, I'm always tagging them. because now I'm pushing it out to even all of their followers. And so the more you can put like the meat into your post, other than just a post, the more you can put some meat into it, the more people are going to see it. And so when they searched hashtag Castle Rock Real Estate, they saw all of my previous posts because that's who I'm trying to farm. And so it just, I also hear podcasts about, well, Instagram hashtags are out. You don't have to use them. And every time I look at my insights, because I'm on like a business Instagram platform, I can see who's looked at my posts and where they came from. So I just see time and time again, when I don't use hashtags, I get about half the viewers that I do when I use my hashtags. I just had a post this week. It had like 280 views, which is not bad for just a normal everyday post, but it was like 120 of them came from my hashtag, and like 20 of them came from my location. So I'm just going to keep using them because obviously it's working. Right. And obviously it worked. I got a client out of it, and hopefully a long time relationship with this client out of it, and is right in my neighborhood.
Right. And you mentioned like farming, right? So I'm assuming you're doing more than that. How long, like, when did you decide like, okay, I'm going to try this Instagram hashtags? Like, how long ago was that?
It really started going heavy like December, January.
Okay.
And so, even if the post wasn't related to Castle Rock, like if I was just posting about my business, I put hashtag Castle Rock Real Estate and the surrounding areas that I wanted to be in. If I'm doing an open house in Denver, I'm doing hashtag Denver Real Estate or hashtag Denver Homes for Sale.
Right.
So yeah.
It matters that it makes sense. But the whole thing is she's been doing the strategy since December or January. And it's not like she's been doing it for 40 years, or not 40, but as long as Instagram's been around. And she was the only one, right? How many realtors?
I think there's probably a few others in there sprinkled in hashtags, but I did search
consistency.
Hashtag real estate, and it was like mine.
Right. And so, and that's what they saw. They clicked on the first thing they saw, the first consistent marketing person that they saw. Yeah. And so, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now that the Meadows has been around for quite a while. And I would imagine there's at least 15 to 20 realtors that do some sort of farming in that area.
Oh yeah.
Including you, who, I know you're big on events and all that stuff, but how cool is it that you can do this for free, right? This is your lifestyle. This is, you're just going out to restaurants in Castle Rock and tagging hashtag Castle Rock Real Estate, or, and you said the difference between tag and hashtag. When you do hashtags, do you just do it in the text, or do you click the little button that says hashtag? Because I know there's an activation piece of that. You can't just copy and paste the same hashtags all the time.
Yeah. So when you're doing your Instagram post, not a story, because those are a little different. So when you're doing a post, I do the hashtags at the end of my little description.
Okay.
And so I do them, but anytime, let's say I start typing in hashtag Castle Rock Real Estate, in order to activate that hashtag, you have to click, or you have to touch or click on the hashtag that pops up from Instagram. Otherwise, I don't think they activate it. I'm not positive about that.
Yeah, that's practice for sure. And do you do stories?
I do stories, yeah, but they only let you do one hashtag on each story. But you can tag as many people as you want on the story. Okay.
And so tagging is the @ symbol. Ampersand. I don't know. Ampersand's the and. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. That's awesome. So, overall, what's next for this? Obviously, you've talked about you're going to still do it and kind of go from there. I mean, how much time does it take you? What's it look like for you as far as this strategy being a part of your business? Because that's pretty awesome.
I know. I'm always on the lookout, or just thinking in my head, what could be good content? And everyone knows anything can be good content. It's really up to the audience to decide what what's good content or not. So I try not to go too heavy, but I try to do at least one post a day. On the weekends, I try to go maybe 2 or 3 posts with some more personal stuff. But people also, they want to see what you're doing in your real life. So it's not just business, it's business, personal, personal. Mixing it up, showing them who we are. So what's next for me? I'm just going to stay really consistent with it. I'm going to start marketing areas that I'm now selling in the Meadows even more, and using this, every little one we add, we get to use it into our arsenal. And so I would like to be more like you and get more in front of the camera. I think it's a powerful and free way to market ourselves. So if you're not using Instagram, it's not hard. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but you're going to catch on really quick, and you're going to look back at your first post and 6 months later, they're going to be way better. But you just got to start.
Yeah.
And you got to put yourself out there and get your name out there. And it's free. Why not? Right. It probably takes me like 15 minutes a day to make a post.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And, there's all kinds of different strategies. A lot of people are like, well, I don't want to have my phone out. Well, you can just snap a picture and come back to it later. Or if it's like a major event, like you're going to have your phone out anyways, like concerts or whatever, take a picture, whatever, do it real quick. And it's a short amount of time. But that's definitely a way to market your business. And I train agents all the time, and I talk to them about do stuff that you like to do and find your clientele there. Right. It's so cool. I work many miles. I work all the way up northern Colorado just because of certain referral partners and things like that. But it's so cool when I can drive 3 minutes like I did today and pick up a sign from a listing. Right. Or, if I need to go meet the appraiser and it's 3 minutes down the road versus 2 hours. So that's empowering, and a huge part of farming that people don't even touch. Like I said, so many people farming in the Meadows, especially in Castle Rock. And, you were the one they saw or, caught their eye. So that's awesome. And I congratulate you on that. Where can people find you except for # Castle Rock Real Estate?
Well, on Facebook, you can just find me at Janelle Arendt, JANELLARANT. And then Instagram, I'm at Janelle_Arendt _ Realtor. So Janelle Arendt _ Realtor.
All right. We'll put those links down in the description. But thanks so much for your time today, and go get to hashtagging this weekend. It's going to be a good one.
But yeah, Avs weekend, it's going to be big.
All right. Let's go. We'll talk to you later.